like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams.
Jennifer Lopez is suddenly unpopular. Because of her familiar face, she has been called the Jenny from the block and is regarded as one of the most prominent Latin entertainers of all time. However, her career as a performer seems to have stagnated recently. Why aren't we hearing from J-Lo as much as we used to? Her latest tour, her first in 5 years, was met with modest ticket sales, and her new album debuted at number 38 on the Billboard 200, despite selling the most physical copies of the week, just around 14,000 copies. This is a big cry from her early 2000s heyday when she sold over 80 million records and headlined global tours. Even just 4 years ago, the actress was praised for one of the finest Super Bowl halftime presentations in history, when she performed a collection of her greatest songs with Shakira in front of millions of viewers worldwide. So, where exactly did J-Lo go wrong? Well, there is absolutely no shortage of advertisements. The mother of two's campaign for her latest album, This Is Me, Now, is self-financed and cost a staggering $20 million. This record, which is primarily influenced by her renewed romance with husband Ben Affleck, has been followed by a visual film, This Is Me Now, a love story, which now critics are calling bonkers and over-the-top joy for fans. The release was backed by an Amazon Prime documentary titled The Greatest Love Story Ever Told, which detailed her romance with the Batman actor. The name is intriguing, given that the pair canceled their previous wedding due to heavy media attention. But why would fans turn against the star? Some fans called her out of touch and delusional after she appeared in the documentary. In one widely shared scene, J-Lo plays with her hair in the mirror while reflecting on her background in the Bronx, a notably working-class neighborhood of New York. "I enjoy taking out my hair like this," she says. "It reminds me of being 16 and running up and down the street in the Bronx, a crazy little girl who used to be wild with no restrictions, just fantasies." This video drew criticism on TikTok, with one user, Angela, who claims to have attended the same school as the singer, stating she was lying to seem more human. "We both went to an all-girls high school in an Irish-Italian suburb, so you weren't possibly running up and down the block," she said. The documentary, as well as the record, have received lackluster reviews. For all the claims to show the real women, it's difficult to see her in the polished and sensual image, The Independent commented. The Guardian said that it offers virtually nothing outside of merely soundtracking a pleasant night at Chez Bennifer and is hopelessly middle of the road. So, why has the tide turned? According to marketing experts, celebrities are mostly out of step with the times. The anger against J-Lo has been building for a time. In the previous decade, despite her love life being publicized, there was still a mystery about her as a superstar. Emily M. Austin, who owns the PR agency Emerge, told Daily Mail. She said that having control over what was distributed to followers via social media and news coverage made it much simpler to manage her image. The first major response occurred when the Super Bowl documentary Halftime, which debuted in 2022. Being forced to share the stage with Shakira made her appear unyielding and whiny. The paparazzi did not elegantly show her dissatisfaction, making her appear unlikable. Jennifer was always in the shadow of adored and long-suffering Jennifer Garner, Ben Affleck's ex-wife. Most of the images we've seen from J-Lo have been dull: car trips with Ben, curbside disputes, and fast food takeout. They used to frequently appear unhappy. This broke the fourth wall, which we all subscribe to. We did not want her to be a regular person, explained Emily. The biggest obstacle for a celebrity like J-Lo is staying in power, as the supporters grew older alongside her. It couldn't be said that she engaged with new fans and brought them along for the ride. She didn't progress her origin tale at all. Much of the anger on TikTok has been due to her new documentary, which is labeled as a self-indulgent, out-of-touch biography. The film was found to contain readily cut up portions of J-Lo expressing her imagination, such as her memories from the Bronx from 40 years ago, while sitting in her $60 million house. People will find it hard to believe she actually remembers running around in the streets. As with any product launch, the market fit is crucial. Fundamentally, everyone felt this was an unnecessary and undesirable documentary. It was like an extravagant LA version of a therapist ordering you to go journal, only this assignment was a $20 million self-funded history of her love life. Two scenarios tell us that Lopez is growing tired of presenting this narrative, both professionally and privately. In 2022's Marry Me, one of her most recent rom-coms, she portrays another version of herself, a megastar musician who falls for a normal old-school teacher portrayed by Owen Wilson. Was it a rom-com or horror movie about having to settle for just a guy? In one scene, she puts her hair in a high ponytail, wears a bow and adorable high-waisted shorts designed by Sandy Liang, and pays a visit to Wilson's character's Brooklyn flat. She falls in love with his rental, his scruffy hairstyle, and his modest, folksy existence, as if she were a 20-year-old who does not possess multiple homes. It sounds strange, and she should have evolved past this stage. Again, there was a moment in her documentary where, during filming, she realizes she misses Ben Affleck's premiere of her Air. She feels terrible and begins to spiral in the gym, eyes watering on camera, wondering if she could be a decent partner or even a good mother if she were this focused on making her film. I'm sure the vulnerability was real, but it felt beneath her. She's no longer convincing in the character of a woman who must compromise in order to find love. The documentary felt like the rom-com trope where we realize the heroine is pursuing the wrong love interest and the right guy has been there all along. In this scenario, the right guy is her dedication to her job, not her quest for love. In one scene, there is a nod to J-Lo and Ben both watching and loving the movie, The Way We Were, and in the doc we discover she occasionally calls Affleck Poppy. She prefers to stay up way in the clouds, making faint references to the grand expressions of her love. This non-specificity was used to make her actions relatable, but a lot of people don't really want the over-dramatized bit anymore, like when she's sobbing in the rain in a silk dress, in the front of an outdoor fireplace showing some fabulous mansion. Now, it's just boring to pretend. J-Lo abruptly canceled numerous dates on her tour last month for virtually no reason, and it now appears that the whole tour is being renamed. The 54-year-old singer launched a tour in February this year, her first in the US in 5 years, to promote her new album, This Is Me Now. It has been rumored that the tour's title would be changed to The Tour of This Is Me Live. She concentrated on her greatest hits. Many reports indicate that the gigs were canceled owing to routing issues, but that more performances have been added and will be announced soon. The relaunch is intended to entice followers of her prior work and attract listeners who do not connect with This Is Me Now. Live Nation, which is producing the tour, did not reply to requests for comments on the rebranding. However, Emily feels the rebranding could likely fail since J-Lo's lack of genuineness may be contributing to her inability to connect with people. The star has made millions from music and cinema, among other major brand partnerships and chances. Her admirers would like to hear about her ambitions rather than a never-ending musical about her romance life. This conversation about her desiring an Oscar not for Hustlers harmed her work by implying she was disconnected from reality. Oh, and she was also promoting an alcohol brand while claiming she does not drink and is married to a recovering alcoholic, which did not help. The documentary is visibly out of touch, and we believe the reason for low ticket sales is that fans have no idea what to expect. People increasingly question if she is actually related to what they desire to see. Social media is an easy target to ridicule. People recycling content, utilizing the duet tool, and seeing others react to her remarks have further exacerbated this. J-Lo has been trying to reconnect with her community, listen to what they want, and focus on delivering it. The documentary also examples her 20-year path towards self-love. Jennifer and Ben were famously engaged in the early 2000s before parting ways, only to reconnect and marry in July 2022. Their highly publicized original 2-year affair, with the pair struggling to deal with the tremendous attention. If you like this video, please make sure to check out our other videos. Also, feel free to subscribe for more intriguing content. Please let us know if you found the video useful, and we'll see you in the next one.